Welcome back to another exciting episode of Double D's Let's Talk About It, the podcast that touches on all your NFL and sports news. We are your hosts, Damian Deshawn, and our boy D here. What's going on, my man? How you doing today?
What's up? What's up, bro? What's going on with you?
Nothing much. It's Friday. We're going to touch on the three-round mock, man. It's Friday. We about to just get ready for the weekend, and I ain't gonna do nothing. I'll be honest, I ain't gonna do shit, but just relax. Probably try to get out and do something. Just get around town a little bit, get some air. I'm thinking about it. But we already discussed it, man. We gotta get a hair. Yeah, that's coming up too. Still doing some stuff with the kids, preparing for hotel bookings and all that stuff, and what needs to be done for the graduation, and still trying to get some extra tickets because they only giving us a max of 10 tickets.
Oh yeah.
And we as a family of 6, 5 of those tickets are already accounted for. Then you take the grandparents, that's another 4 tickets accounted for. So some people ain't gonna, people ain't gonna be able to come. So that's kind of where we're at. But that's where I'm at right now. How about you, man? How the fam doing?
We all good, man. It's good. It got rained out. Baseball got rained out for the rest of the week, so I'm sure it's gonna be a honey-do list to do this weekend.
Yeah. Okay, man. Well, we're not gonna waste too much time, man. I'm gonna go in and bring up this screen, and we're gonna go in and get into this 3-round mock draft. With
you want odd or even?
I'll take even. I'll go with even.
All right.
I'm trying to see where I make sure I got it set. I don't think. Yeah, there we go. In a solo draft. We can do proposed trades if we want, but we already know the top 4, man. We done this thing. It's pretty predictable unless you throw me a curveball like you did a few episodes ago.
But, hey, I'm throwing curveballs the whole episode.
Oh man, you about to shake me up. So this is gonna be quite interesting.
Whole episode. So
our followers and listeners, if you're watching, just please like, share, and subscribe. As you see, I'm gonna put that out there now. And also get prepared for a little comedy because I might be thrown for a loop here. But
so any curveball I throw, I'm gonna explain why my thoughts is like that.
Okay.
Like I said, I've been working on one for these. I've been working on one for these corners, and I threw a lot of them out there. I might throw some here. But the first pick, we already know. I want to even try to play around here with something, but I don't think so. It's going to be Caleb Williams.
Yeah, it's Caleb. Oh, man. With Washington, I think with the situations they made, I think they stay quarterback, but they do go Drake May.
Going Drake May?
Yeah.
All right, so first curveball is we go ahead and propose. We're gonna propose this trade.
Okay. And who is the trade?
The Minnesota Vikings. They're gonna come up with the New England Patriots.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give up 11 and 23 this year, and my first round next year.
Okay, so you said 11 and 23 this year, and your what round?
First round next year.
Okay.
For the third pick.
Hold on, because I have to redo it. I don't think I said it right.
Yeah, that's it. 11.
Yeah, but it for some reason it wouldn't allow me to propose it. So let me redo that. Propose the trade. Pick the team to propose the trade, and you pick Minnesota. Then I go to the Patriots.
Right.
And confirm Minnesota's offering 11 and 23 this year and their 25th next year, and for New England's third. There we go. That's what I didn't do. All right, let me confirm it, and it has been confirmed. The Minnesota Vikings are now on the clock, and they are going with
we're going
who?
Jayden Daniels.
Jayden Daniels. You don't move up that big, you're gonna take a quarterback. So that moves us to Arizona. There's no need to spell this out. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the 4th pick.
Martin Harrison.
Yeah.
All right. Another curveball.
Oh wow.
You ain't gonna see this one. So I'm gonna propose this trade.
Wow.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay, so they're trading with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, the Cincinnati, they're gonna offer up the Chargers. We're gonna offer up 18 and 49 this year.
And
our first and second next year.
Woo, that's a lot. They better be moving up
for the fifth pick.
Okay. That's a lot.
I'm gonna tell you why after I make my pick.
Okay. And with that pick, the Cincinnati Bengals, who shocks the draft right now, coming out of nowhere.
I'm gonna go Malik Neighbors.
No, that means T. Higgins is
T. Higgins has already requested a trade. They're not gonna have. We gotta pay Jamar Chase. We just paid Joe Burrow. Burrow's best when he got weapons around him. Go get baby Jamar Chase from LSU. Now we can go this season with Joe having 3 weapons around him like he always has, or we could trade T. Higgins and get some of that draft capital back.
Now, this is a question I could ask you real quick. With that trade that would make it interesting, couldn't Cincinnati then trade T. Higgins to the Chargers, who do need wide receiver?
Now,
and the Chargers,
if that was the
Chargers
case,
get T. Higgins and the 5th round pick. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if that was the case, I would do it that way. But for some reason, the website, I want to say last year they used to let you put players in, maybe 2 years ago, but not this year. So, but yeah. And the Chargers now they would have the money to be able to sign him too. So,
yeah. This is so interesting. I kind of hate getting the Giants because it would be easy to say a situation with quarterback. They could go quarterback. I know I've done offensive line in the past. You know what? I'm going to stick chalk. They go with Fashanu. Nope, Joe Alt. My bad. Because of that, Joe Alt goes to the New York Giants at that offensive tackle position. Yeah, they take Joe Alt at 6.
All right, the Titans. That was who I was going to pick for the Titans. So I'm gonna go for Shanu.
Okay, Shanu.
They picked up their skill players in the free agency. They're gonna beef up that line.
Okay. With the 8th pick, I think because of where they're at, I think Atlanta goes Dallas Turner.
Dallas Turner
at rush, to get their end. Help to continue to build the defense. It leaves us with the Bears at number 9.
Try to see something real quick.
About to throw me another curveball. I know you.
I'm looking to throw you one.
Yeah, you looking to throw me a big one here.
Let's see what they got. See.
You're gonna make me have to come out and make up one just to try to get you back.
Well, it's only because with trading back with the Patriots, if they're able to jump the Jets and get Brock Bowers and come back later on and pick up a wide receiver, they're in a position to draft a quarterback later on. The Broncos, I can see the Broncos try to come up now and get J.J. McCarthy plus. The Bears only have 4. They only have 4 picks. 2 of them are in the first round, so they're going to want to try to accumulate some picks.
More picks, So you can see them trading back.
Yeah, so I can see them trading back. I'm just trying to see what
the partner.
Yeah. Who would want to make a move?
Yeah,
and it would be the Patriots. It would be the Patriots because they just
they still got 2 picks in the first round. Still ain't haven't picked.
Right. So I'm gonna see what I gotta trade up to get.
You can trade one of them that 11th pick, and then let's see what they got in the second round. They got second pick, 34th pick in the second round. which is the second pick in the second round.
So I trade the 11th pick,
okay,
the 68th pick, and the second round next year to move up to number 9.
All right. So you trade the Bears. Okay, so the Bears are trading with the Patriots. And
you got to do it the other way. The other way. Patriots traded with the Bears, yeah.
Got you. Propose a trade. So let's go Patriots next. Bears. And then New England's 11.
68.
The 68.
And a second next year.
Okay. Here we go.
For the 9th pick.
Propose. Confirm. And New England moves up. They move back first. Now they move up 1. And who are they taking?
Brock Bowers.
You just shot the whole thing. You threw a little ball to me there.
Brock Bowers.
I didn't see that. Brock Bowers. All right. So that leaves Brock Bowers.
I remember Steve said he didn't want Bowers to the Jets.
Yeah. That's right. He did say that, man. All right. Well, with that being said, the second wide receiver comes off the board here. The Jets take Rome Odunze.
I think the third one.
Oh, the third one, yeah, because I forgot Malik Neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah, because you shocked me with that Bengals, so I forgot about it already. So that leaves us with the Bears sitting at number 11, who just traded back 2 spots basically, and still can get who they want. Yep.
Jared Verse,
and still ended up with what they wanted and more picks.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves the Broncos, who we all know, given what's on the board, they take JJ McCarthy. I don't get it, but we just, for the draft sake and what's being said and projected, JJ McCarthy comes off the board.
Right.
Leaves us with the Raiders next.
All right.
To be honest with you, what you did with the Vikings moving up, I'm thinking in real life the Raiders would be that bold to do it because they want Daniels. They do.
If he goes past 2, I can see them coming. If he goes past 2, the Vikings are making that trade regardless of who's at 3, in my opinion. They're coming for Jaden Daniels or Drake May. They're cool with whichever one.
Yeah, they just want someone
that the Raiders
that franchise.
I think the Raiders only do it if it's Jaden.
I got you. Understood.
But my thoughts on this is Antonio Pierce wants to get back to grimy Raider football, nasty football.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, you need to have you a road grader in front of you. So I'm going to go Talisi Fuaga out of Oregon State.
That's good. Talisi Fuaga. The Saints also in need. This is getting ready. We're getting ready to hit the Polynesian right here. They take Fatanal out of Washington. Get another offensive lineman. That's your Colts. The Coets.
Who'd you take, Fatanu?
I took Fatanu. Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot, we got to pick up the litter with whoever we want now.
Yeah. I mean, you pretty much can get something that you actually, in reality, want. You go anywhere.
I can go anywhere,
mm-hmm.
But I'm looking behind us, and I'm gonna make a trade.
Ooh, interesting. All right, and let me make sure I'm getting this right.
You're not gonna like my trade.
You pick the team that wants to trade up first. That's what you're typically doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that team,
mm-hmm. There you go.
Is the Philadelphia Eagles.
I knew it. All right. And they trade with the Colts. So you're trying to accumulate picks. And the Eagles give up number 22.
Yeah.
And what else?
We're going to give up 22. We're going to give up 150.
Wow.
And 161. 161. See if that'll give it to us.
Okay, that's your first.
But they got 2 second-round picks already.
Okay.
All right, that worked.
And you're trying to get that 15th pick.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, who's on here from Georgia?
I'm going Laiatu.
Oh, you nasty! Oh,
out of UCLA.
Oh my gosh, that's some filthy work, man. That's filthy. See, I'm up here. I'm playing it safe, and you throwing curveballs. But and I'm gonna do it again. Dang, the Seattle Seahawks. They take Jackson Powers Johnson at center, interior. That leaves the Jaguars on the clock. I think they now Jaguars got all kind of options because the best ones are all on the board. All of them.
Yeah.
For what I would say they need. The first thing I'm thinking in my head, they just signed Allen to that big contract. They need DBL and all the best corners on the board right now.
They got their pick of the litter, and I'm gonna give them Terrion Arnold. Terrion Arnold out of Alabama.
Okay. All right. That moves us to the Chargers, who moved back. And let's see, the Chargers who moved back at pick number 18. With that being said, they do need wide receiver. Okay, but hypothetically, let's say we're saying it if they didn't make the hypothetical T. Higgins. So I say they also need offensive line too.
Offensive line.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think they would go that high because who they got at tackle? They just drafted a tackle a year or two ago.
He's a left tackle. They need a right tackle. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
they need a right tackle.
Yeah. So that's who I go with then, Amaris Mims.
Amaris Mims.
I knew. Yeah, I was trying to think which side that tackle plays on. I knew they needed tackle. I just couldn't remember if it was a left or right. So right, yeah, you can plug Amaris right there on either side, but I think he'll be a better right tackle.
Yeah.
That leaves the Los Angeles Rams.
And I'm sure I'm looking for the Rams pick. I'm sure they didn't anticipate this, but Quinyon Mitchell fell right in their lap.
Bam. That's a good pickup too.
Fell right in their lap.
Stockpiling defense. Yeah. They didn't anticipate it. And the Steelers, who's sitting here once again, a team that needs to continue to build the offensive line, get Russ or Fields some weapons. There's so many things they can go with here. They just drafted Porter last year. I don't know if they go defensive back again, but you're starting to get a little slim on your offensive line. I'm going to go J.C. Latham at number 20, tackle out of Alabama. Yeah. I know they got what's the name from, wait a minute, because they do have the tackle from Georgia they took last year, right?
But he's on the left side.
Yeah, he's on the left side. So you can play JC on the right.
Broderick Jones?
Jones, that's who it is. Yeah. And they still developing the other tackle. I mean, I probably should have, being honest with you, knowing now, because I know they had 2 tackles, I probably should have went interior. Anything on the offensive line, though, is, to continue to improve that so they can get a consistent running game and protection. It's an improvement. So the Dolphins on the clock. That's gonna be interesting here. Yeah, I knew you were gonna trade this because it's interesting. I'm trying to think of they got too many needs as far as trying to build depth. So who you got that
got a trade
proposing a trade?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh my gosh, Kansas City, bro. Yeah, KC Mo. They propose with the Miami Dolphins. It's been confirmed. Kansas City is going to automatically give up that 32nd pick for the 21st. So wait a minute. Hold on. Kansas City, they jumped Indianapolis, New England, Dallas. Who they getting ready to go get? I think I know who
So
you're ready to pick.
I'm gonna give up 32
and
64 this year, and I'll give up Kansas City's third round next year.
Okay.
See if that'll work.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing whatever trade will work. Okay. So Kansas City, we know they got issues. We know they lost L'Jarius Sneed, but their most recent issue is we don't know what's going to happen with Rashee Rice. Mm-hmm. So you have Hollywood Brown now who can step in as your number one, but he's a smaller guy. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is pair him with a big body LSU wide receiver who's 4'3".
I knew it.
Brian Thomas Jr. So we spoil the Colts. We spoil what the Colts thought they could have done.
Yeah.
Now they kind of have to go wherever their next best is, I guess.
The next best.
But Brian Thomas.
Yeah. You got Adonai. I'm looking at the Colts now with Adonai Mitchell, Xavier Weather. I mean, they still got a good group of receivers that you don't have to rush. I don't think they're going to rush into it and panic and start just reaching for a receiver at this point yet. But what's still on the board is something that they need.
To be honest, yeah, it's something that they need, but I wouldn't be shocked if they traded again, to be honest with you.
To trade back again?
Our GM likes that. No, pick who you want, because I think I know where you're going. That's a smart pick.
Yeah, I was going Nate, but I ain't really been thinking about trading because I was thinking about moving the Cowboys up. But it's just two spots, and it's still what they would need is still there. But yeah, I'm thinking Nate Wiggins.
Yeah,
at corner.
Nate Wiggins.
And I definitely know New England is not going to draft what I would probably project for Dallas at this point right now.
Yeah, but the one thing here is I'm looking because there's some. I believe Tampa Bay needs a center. I believe Miami needs a center. If Miami could jump back up to get Graham Barton,
you robbing me,
I would
man.
rob him. I would rob. That's what I'm saying. I would rob him. But my only thought on that is, would the Patriots trade with the Dolphins? Mm-hmm. Would they do that interdivision trade?
And I don't think so. Not at this point.
I don't think so either.
Them trading with Tampa, they would probably be traded if Green Bay wants to trade. But I don't see them trading with the divisional rival like that.
I don't think so either. So I'm gonna find a way to get. Because he can play. He can play anywhere.
Yeah,
he can play tackle. He can play center, and he can play guard.
You talking about Barton?
Barton.
Yeah.
So let me see this. I'm gonna propose a trade.
Okay, so the Patriots gonna trade again. All right. And who is it?
They're gonna trade again. San Francisco.
Oh, you nasty.
San Francisco.
This is filthy work, man. The Patriots I see what you're doing. Are you trying to stock up? So
I'm stocking picks. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the 31st, the 63rd, and the 2nd next year. See if that'll work.
Okay. And
for the 23rd
pick, and it was accepted.
And I'm gonna jump the Dallas Cowboys and go
to take
Graham Barton.
Damn it! You know what? And in a panic, Jerry drafts a running back, knowing he needs an offensive lineman. I'm just gonna throw it out there. In a panic, we're stuck. The clock's about to run out. But you know what? The pick that was probably going to be there, and a lot of the mock drafts out here are projecting is still there for Dallas. They do need to fill in the spot at left tackle, so they take Tyler Guy in Oklahoma. just to stay on the safe side. I probably would have traded back out of that just to accumulate more picks to try to get a fourth rounder. But no, they go in and take their guy now because he's there.
All right, so we got Green Bay on the clock.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a Swiss Army knife in the secondary and fill two of my positions at once. And I'm gonna go Cooper DeJean. He can play corner, nickel, or safety.
And he can return kicks. Yep. And that puts
and he can return kicks. So
that puts Tampa on the clock with a needed edge, corner, center, continuing to improve that line. I think edge is the priority here for them. I mean, I wouldn't call it a priority. Let me take that back because they just took Kancey and they still, they're still strong at the position, but just building depth overall. You take the best player on the board is a D tackle. I want to go here. You know what? I'm gonna trade back. I'm gonna propose a trade. This is about to be wild too. The team that's proposing the trade, Dallas.
Okay.
In a shocking move with Tampa, Dallas gives up their second round pick, because it's just a few picks away, and they'll give up the 233 and a third round pick. Let's see if that works. They're giving up a lot. The third round pick from 2025 to get back in the first round. Proposed, and it has been rejected.
You'll probably have to give up
more.
Probably have to give up something higher next year.
Yeah, I'll do that. So 56, I probably should have gave up something higher this year, but I'll give up a second rounder. Let's go second round and 216 for just a 26 pick. And Dallas can't get into the first round. I am so doing Jerry Jones right now, man. I told if y'all watch this, trust me, y'all gonna laugh. So I'm gonna go 56. They're gonna have to give up that 174 and that second. Did I try the 174 already? I don't think I did. Let's see if that's enough.
Probably ain't gonna go through neither. You're probably gonna give up
too much. I would have to give up probably a first rounder to get back into this year's first round. Yeah. And I don't want to do that, but what I can do is give up that second round. I give up the second and a fifth rounder as well as 216. So they give up 4 picks. Two this year, 2 the following year to see if that, and it's not enough. So that trade doesn't go through. No, I'm just gonna have to do it, man. It's just for the sake of doing it. They give up a first rounder next year. This is what they'll do. They'll give up a first rounder next year, the 216 this year, and the 56, all for the 26. And what they'll try to do is get Tampa's fourth round pick next year in 2025. Let's see if that works. And it won't. All right, so in that, I'm going to move on. Tampa takes Josh Robinson because they couldn't get the deal done. They couldn't get the deal done. So, that, you know what, and to be honest with you, man, that's the kind of wheeling and dealing that goes on behind the scenes. They network and they can't get something done, so it is what it is. That's the Cardinals are next. They took Harrison at wide receiver, so they can go anywhere here. It's interesting. Dallas is going to come back. Trust me.
I'm looking. Ain't nobody going to trade up with him. Let's go Kool-Aid.
McKinstry.
Boy, last name all the time. McKinstry. I was going to say McKinstry.
Yeah, I do that too.
Oh, it is
McKinstry,
that,
but yeah, I say McKinstry.
Whatever.
I say it too, McKinstry. I do the same thing.
So I want Kool-Aid.
Buffalo, you just lost Diggs. You're on the board. You already know what you need. I say they go Adonai Mitchell, Texas. I understand it. I see a lot of on the Xavier Worthy thing. I see a lot of people talking about it. You know, it's the typical blown away by the 40 time. It's like I was sitting on Twitter and listening to Space, and they were arguing, talking about it was Miami fans and FSU fans, but they were trying to make a case that Keon Coleman, but they said he doesn't get off his routes good, which there is some truth to that with certain things, but they based it seemed like they were also putting it all on his 40 time. I'm like, that can't be the sole reason, but someone elaborate a little bit more and it's talking about his routes, trying to get off, you know, stacking and getting off his routes, you know, his footwork. He still needs work there.
Yeah.
But yet it started out with him just pointing out a lot of points about, well, he ran a 4.6. You know that typical thing with people when we talk combine, we hinge everything on the 40 time as if that's gonna dictate the entire performance.
Like Jerry ran a 4.1.
Yeah. Jerry didn't run a 4.1. Michael Irvin didn't run a 4.1. Chris Carter didn't run a 4.1. And what do they all have in common? With exception, Jerry was
gold jacket.
Yeah, not just gold jackets. As far as their body frame, they were a little bit more mid to big body receivers. They weren't little receivers. But I say this because I'm looking at Xavier Worthy, and I'm like, he's a small receiver. But yet you have a lot of courses homers, Texas fans thinking that that's who is a first. He's not a first round wide receiver. I don't care if he ran a 4.2 like that. He's like 100 and what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here?
Pounds, 60.
Yeah, I mean, are we drafting Marquise Goodwin and John Ross again? What are we doing? Just because he ran in a straight line? I mean, it's obvious the guy had track development. You had a person. Right. Some of these receivers didn't run track because if you know anything about the 7-on-7 circuit, that's kind of replaced a lot of what used to happen when we played ball. The skill position guys ran track and see. Yeah, you probably ran track in the off season, right? Because you were more of a defensive skill. I'm a lineman. If I do shot put, but I went to work.
I went to work. Our coach told us one time we had to run track. He was like, "We're gonna sign you up for the 800." And the dude he had me running with was 6'3". I was telling him like, "Hey, bro, why are you sprinting, man? He told us to jog." So I got another trade.
All right, and with that trade, who is proposed to trade to the Lions?
The New York Giants.
Oh, this is filthy. I can't get nothing done. So you can dabble. I can't sit here and dabble right now. I can't get a dang trade done. With the Lions.
We're going to give up the 47th, the 70th, our first and third next year for the 29th.
Woo, that's a lot. First and third for the 20. That's a lot to move back that late in the round, but they must be getting ready to go after something big. Quarterback.
And we're going to go Michael Penix Jr.
I knew it. When you said it.
Michael Penix.
Oh, man. See, I got all these little simple picks. All right. With that being said.
If you would have took Rome with them early on, they have Rome and Michael Penix.
You're right.
I think you went Joe Alt.
Yeah, I went Joe Alt because I went the safe pick that's going to help. I think he's going to be a legitimate, at least a 10-year guy. This is where it gets interesting, though, because I've been typically saying Keon, but I'm not sure with them going wide. I know they would probably go wide receiver, and my argument has always been big body. You just drafted a wide receiver last year, and he's more of your smaller guy. You could go edge. You could go safety. Guard. See, best available player. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go chalk. They're gonna go Keon at that position, big body wide receiver, because I just can't see them taking Xavier Worthy after taking Zay Flowers.
Absolutely.
Like you're not helping Lamar there. This is where it gets interesting because these last two picks here, I don't see a trade out of the first round now with these last two in the first round. I couldn't even make it up just for the sake of making it up because I see some needs available that can be answered from both teams.
I'm gonna go Kingsley, tackle out of BYU.
And then Miami comes right back with Johnny Newton, Illinois, defensive tackle. You lost Christian Wilkins. They could have went him or Byron Murphy, either one. That's what I was looking at. Like, there's your replacement right there. And that leads us to the second round. That concludes the first round. And we move on to the second round where finally the Carolina Panthers, who should have been this year's number one pick should have been them too if they didn't make the trade they made. But with number 33, it's a lot needed.
Yes, it should have been.
I can see something nice.
It is a lot needed.
Yeah. They got a lot needed.
But what I want to do, because I'm sure they weren't expecting any of this, but I think somebody that I think will be good for them because they beefed up their offensive line at guards. So their offensive line should be a lot better than it was last year. They need to get weapons.
Yeah.
And the more I watch, the more I'm happier with him. I'm going Ladd McConkey.
Wow, that's high. That's high. Interesting though. Yeah, Ladd McConkey.
He can get open. You still got Adam Thielen there. They traded for Deontay Johnson, and I can't remember the other wide receiver they had out of Ole Miss last year. So they got weapons there. Ladd can be that perfect little slot guy for him, run them whip routes, get the ball out of Bryce's hand quick.
Got you. Well, with that being said, I'm proposing a trade. I'm going to try this again. Dallas again tries to move up in the second round with the Patriots. The Patriots have been the trade kings. They give up the 56, and they give up a third rounder because we are in the second round. Oh, not the third round, a fourth rounder. Let's see if we can get away with the fourth rounder here. But at 34th pick. And I can't get this right. I'm going to have to give up more.
Yeah, you probably gonna have to. That it's hard as crap to do it on here.
Yeah. So
now, if you just wanted to go through like that, you could try it the other way. Try the Patriots accepting that trade from them.
Got you. Just to get it through that way, I don't keep getting jammed.
Just to get it through, yeah.
Yeah. And see, they give up a third and a fifth in the next draft for that high second rounder. And they still, I'm just gonna do it the way it was done so we can get through it. So we go Patriots trade back, Dallas trades back, Patriots trade back, then Dallas, and the 34th pick. Dallas is going to give up their 56. They'll give up a third rounder and a fifth rounder in the following draft. There we go. And with that pick, Dallas needs help. They addressed the offensive line. Did they address it all the way? No, they didn't. They go Zach Frazier, West Virginia center.
Ooh.
So now what you just did is you got yourself a left tackle and you got yourself a fringe first round center and one of the better centers. So you just helped your offensive line. Even though I would have went D tackle, but I think they need offensive, And you keep your
That's
third
where I
round
thought you were
pick.
going. I was gonna take him. I was gonna take Zach with the Panthers at 39 if he fell to me.
Mm-hmm.
So Arizona
with the Cardinals. Mm-hmm.
He's right there. We're gonna take him. Byron Murphy.
Yep.
Arizona, they have a solid draft.
Nice draft. This is a solid draft now. Yeah. That leaves Washington. I see it. They got Drake May. They've already. Can you see? One question I have. Can you see their prior picks on here? That way I know. Okay, there we go.
Right there.
I already did it. Yep, clicked it.
Just click the little icon.
They took Drake May. They don't need wide receivers. That's one thing they're solid at. Offensive line. I'm seeing what it says. It's Jordan Morgan. I like him.
Too.
He's solid. I think that's where I'm gonna go because I was looking at what's name, but then you got a surprise because you still got a good crop of what's the name corners on the board, but they did take a corner last year. So I go with the safety.
Right.
I go offensive line, Jordan Morgan. That leaves the Chargers, which is going to be pretty interesting too because they've taken Amarius Mims on the line. I think they need to get that man a weapon, and there's still weapons on the board.
So we would technically say that they had what's it called in this draft? T. Higgins.
Yeah, technically, let's just say that.
Yeah.
If we're just playing around and just pretending here, let's say in that trade they gave up the 5th round pick and had T. Higgins in exchange.
But I think
they lost Eckler too. Remember that?
They lost Eckler.
Yeah,
I know they lost
Eckler. They could be looking.
We got an additional 2nd round pick too from the trade back.
Yeah.
So I think I already know who you're thinking about. I think we're thinking about the same person.
Who? Let's see if we do this right.
The running back.
Which one?
Corum. I always want to call him Mike Hart.
Oh,
no, I'm not selecting him now. I'm not.
Are you gonna take him later?
No, I'm not selecting him now. I said that's what I thought you were talking about.
No, I was thinking running back,
that's what
but I was not thinking Blake Corum. I was like, Blake Corum gonna be the first backup. You know who would fit them though? Be honest with you, he'll probably be there in that later round. It would be Blake Corum. I know a running back who's on the board who would fit what they want to do, but then again, I thought about it. I forget they're not on the
I think Trey Benson would fit him. I think
But I was going to throw his name out, but I was forgetting that they got the coaching staff, that Jim Harbaugh is the coach now, so their philosophy is going to be different. I was thinking like a Will Shipley, because under the old coach, you probably could see him because he could catch the ball and run the ball. He could do a little bit of everything, but I wouldn't draft him that high. I would draft him as the first back coming off the board. He'd probably be like maybe the 5th, 6th back off the board.
Yeah. I'm gonna go deep tackle Rook Arojo.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I'm going Duke Arojo. Yeah, Rook. I said Duke.
All right, out of Clemson. That leaves the Titans, who took their tackle, and this is still a solid draft. They need a little bit of everything. They take TJ Tampa at corner. It's gonna be interesting what you do here with the Carolina Panthers, because I can see so many Western. I know who I would take in this situation, but I wonder who you're gonna take. It's gonna be interesting. Best player on the board is Xavier Worthy, and the only reason he's fell this far is just because of his size. If he was 6'3", 200, he would have been, with that kind of speed, he probably would have been the 2nd receiver off the board, or 3rd at least, at the minimum 3rd. I just can't see teams looking past that size all the way. 5'11", 165, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Smith is small in Philly, but he's not that short. He's a long 185 maybe, 190 maybe. Devontae Smith.
I'm gonna give. Yeah, I think 170 something, but he's close to 180. But he's 6. I think he's 6'1" too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Carolina Panthers. I'm gonna go Darius Robinson, edge out of Missouri.
Edge Missouri, yeah. And Washington once again is on the clock, and they're building a solid draft. You got your offensive tackle, you got your quarterback. I'm gonna surprise you because I'm gonna pick the last in these. I'm going Tyler Nubin, Minnesota.
That's what I was just looking at. That's what I was just looking at.
I was thinking about taking him at 36, but I had a feeling I said he's still gonna be there at 40.
All right.
Here's a rich gets so richer.
Green Bay, we took Cooper DeJean.
Perfect fit. You better do it. You better do it. I hope you do it. It's the perfect fit.
Well, the only thing is, I'm gonna go linebacker. I'm gonna go Peyton Wilson out of NC State.
You did it. You did it. I said that's what I was talking about. I said you better do it. That's what I said. Perfect fit.
I had to look for him. I'm gonna go Peyton Wilson.
That's the perfect fit, man. Oh man, now Rich continuing down the Rich gets richer line. At this point, you're sitting here, and they have not drafted.
They haven't picked anybody.
Yeah. Nope.
They traded their pick to Minnesota.
Yep, they sure did. Best players on the board and needed fit. We just discussed this too. I mean, I think at this point, with all the offensive talent, they definitely go in defense. Yeah, I really do believe they're going defense here. I don't think they take him, even though with the Texas pressure, I can't see it. I can't see it. But I do like this pick here. Edgerrin Cooper, Texas A&M. They stay in state. They just go with the linebacker.
Yeah.
Falcons.
Linebacker picks.
Yeah. It's funny. Dallas this Turner. Is how it goes. Yep, they went Dallas Turner.
Yeah.
So they got their edge. They got their edge kind of player. I mean, they can go. You still got some
their solid offensive line is
back. Yeah.
Let's see who we got.
Do you go more weapons or do you go probably secondary? You already got one solid
they've picked up so many weapons in the offseason.
That you really look at the defensive side of the ball.
I'm going to go Kamari Lassiter, corner out of Georgia.
Oh, interesting. So they go home. Wow, that's real interesting. He went high.
Corner out of Georgia.
The Raiders took an offensive tackle to build their road grade. Okay. Are the Raiders investing at this point? Are they going to invest in Zamir White? Is that who they're going? Because they lost Josh Jacobs. So is Zamir White their guy? You may be able to give me a little more information.
I mean, he'll have the first crack at it, but I don't think anything's set in stone. So I like where you're going.
Yeah.
I like where your thoughts are because that's where I was looking too.
Trey Benson.
Yeah.
You get him later in the second round.
Worst case scenario, you got you a nice 1-2 punch with him and Zamir White.
Yeah.
That's a worst case scenario.
Yeah. Because they got a lineman, so the quarterback situation, I can see them going and reaching any further with certain things. But now we got the Saints on the clock, and we took a tackle, we took Patano. So I mean, this is a team that needs depth to get younger and get depth. All right, man. I'm looking at this. What's name sitting in the green room? I'm hurting right now.
Worthy.
Yeah, Worthy and Trevante Sweat, they sitting in the green room hurting right now.
I'm gonna just keep building up this offensive line. They got and the thing that they have issues and injuries that are really hurting them. Yeah. I'm gonna go Christian Hayes, guard out of UConn.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking the same thing as far as not the particular player, but staying in the trenches for them because they were just decimated with injuries last year. All right, I'm picking for your coach. You took Nate Wiggins. Oh man, you need safety, edge, tight end. You could go anywhere. Best on the board. You know what? You took Josh Downs last year, so really you don't need another receiver like that. So it's going to be interesting here. Go back.
If they take one, the one I'm thinking is it's not Xavier Worthy.
I know who they
need a big body speed guy.
Got him. Xavier Leggett, South Carolina.
Yeah.
I was thinking him at wide receiver between him and Worthy. If I wasn't gonna go Worthy, I was going defensive back. I was looking because.
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, you was breaking up a little bit. That's all.
Oh, so and the thing is this. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Slight delay. That's
so the thing is, the thing is about this draft class, you got those three main guys who everyone thinks are going to be bona fide number ones, and everyone else is like a glorified two. So that's why I'm sure the Colts are cool with trading down, especially if you're able to land somebody like Leggett in the second round. So the Lions traded back. I'm gonna go Adesai Isaac out of Penn State. Give me another edge guy opposite of Aiden Hutchinson.
Thank you. And you helped the Jaguars improve an area of need and taking defensive tackle Braden Fisk. Florida State. That was I thought you were gonna take him with the Lions. I thought you was gonna try to get him at 50 with the Colts, weren't you?
No, I was taking him at 49 with the Chargers.
Oh, no, I saw that, and I didn't think about him as far as fitting until we got around this little area of the rounds, because you're starting to see some really good. There's still a lot of good talent here, man. There's still a lot of good talent on this board this early. You still got some fringe first round guys on the board. But that goes with the Chargers at 49.
So what I'm going to do is here. Yeah, what I'm going to do here is for years they saw Kansas City with a strong arm quarterback and an electric wide receiver. They got T. Higgins in this scenario. I'm going to give them Xavier Worthy.
Give them some deep speed, and they do play on a fast surface.
You don't need nothing but deep speed. Yep. Yeah, you don't need nothing but deep speed.
He would fit with a big arm quarterback. Yeah, that fits. All right. Seeing the Colts sitting here with Leggett and Nate Wiggins. Pretty solid draft, man, right now for the Colts.
Yeah.
Pretty good draft. I think here, with them taking Wiggins, they don't need corner. They don't need what's the name. Wide receiver and corner's been addressed. We go back and look at edge. I don't see anything that they couldn't get later. I think they have enough picks. See, this is one of them weird where you start seeing guys go off the brain like, why'd you take that person? You really need him? But I say they take Chris Jenkins because they didn't get Braden Fisk. You know, Braden Fisk is actually an Indianapolis Colts fan too. He's from Indiana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he grew up a Colts fan. His whole family was at the combine. So that puts Pittsburgh on the board. Yeah, I took Chris Jenkins. The only thing I can't get, and the only reason I can't take Trevonde Sweat is the exact opposite of Worthy. Worthy's too small. He's too big. Yeah, and you got to work. And I'm kind of thinking like an organization. Are we going to have to keep this dude on a fat regimen? You know, and I'm a big boy. So I'm not lying. You know, I understand. Right. But when you talk about that profession and millions of dollars, dude, I don't want to sit here and give you all this money and you eat yourself out the league. So that's why I can't see them. Yeah, I mean, now we're getting around where people will, take him. But at 51, Pittsburgh, they took an offensive tackle with their pick, which was J.C. Latham. They still need interior help.
I'm gonna go Cooper Beebe. He can play guard or center for him.
Okay.
The reason why I'm not going weapon, the one position that the Steelers seem to always hit on is wide receivers. Like they always hit on wide receivers. I'm sitting here looking at Bo Nix like, who's going to trade up and get him?
Exactly.
I really don't like him as a quarterback.
I don't either, but you don't have to trade up because the Rams take him and let him get groomed. He doesn't have to rush and be taken. He's already out on the West Coast. He can sit under Stafford, learn the system. It's a short, quick, rhythm passing game anyway. And that's what he ran at Oregon. He's comfortable. It allowed him. He's a little bit more mobile. He fit. You threw his name out there anyway, but I was like, yeah, this would be a good place to groom him. He doesn't have to play immediately.
I was thinking how I could trade up with the Raiders and get him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do my first homebody thing here and legacy pick. The Eagles, they're gonna take linebacker Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
The Trotter, okay.
Let him play where his dad used to
Cleveland.
play.
Cleveland, who has 2 picks, they need defensive tackle. This is where they make that change, that move. Trevonde Sweat. They believe they can make because he's being surrounded by solid veterans on the defensive line room.
And all he got to do is eat up space.
Yep.
But all he got to do is eat up space. Yeah.
Yep. Eat up space, but they can keep him responsible too and accountable.
Yeah.
So he's around a mature veteran defensive line room that can help him get to the right place. And it's a perfect spot for him. So that leaves the Miami Dolphins, which with their pick, they took Johnny Newton, Illinois, to try to address some defensive tackle needs.
Now I'm going to go Christian Mahogany, guard out of Boston College.
Interesting. Christian Mahogany. And that puts the Patriots on the board again. And with Brock Bowers, Kingsley, Suamatea. I hope I'm saying that right.
Suamatea?
Yeah, Suamatea. Do you reach this late? Because you didn't get your guy. So at this point, I'm not doing it. I'm building a team for the guy next year. I'm not going to do that unless I take him a little later at that quarterback position.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they addressed a weapon and they addressed the offensive line going backwards. You took Gonzalez at corner before he got hurt.
Last year. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see. What we do is let's continue to build the offense. Let's go Troy Franklin. Oregon. Mm-hmm. I know a perfect pick for this next pick here that you're going with Tampa. Which Tampa's already drafted Chop Robinson as their edge. Robinson. Yeah, they took Chop Robinson at their edge position. The need says corner, center, guard, and wide receiver. I know a perfect name.
I'm boosting up my secondary.
Mm-hmm.
This kid's falling because he got a slow 40 time, but he is a turnover machine. I'm going Cameron Kitchens, and I'm pairing him next to
Cameron Kitchens. Yeah,
Antoine Winfield.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a solid pick for right there at that spot.
Yeah.
So you got Cooper DeJean and Peyton Wilson with Green Bay. I mean, on paper, Green Bay is doing very, very well.
Very well
right now. Very well. They got their linebacker and they got their safety corner, so they kind of addressed 2 positions in one.
Right.
So let's go back, and what we're going to do is address the offensive line now. Let's see. I don't know if I really like what's on the line there. You got guard and tackle is a need. I go Patrick Paul, Houston. And the Texans are on the clock. Rich continue to get richer. Anything on offense for them is gravy.
Yeah.
Defense.
I'm gonna keep building up my defense, and I'm gonna give them Max Melton, the corner out of Rutgers.
Max Melton, corner out of Rutgers. That's a good pickup, man. They took Adonai Mitchell at wide receiver, Buffalo. You address your wide receiver. You still need another edge, D tackle, a center, and a safety. Best available is Enos Rickshaw at corner. I'm thinking here because did we address the wide receiver room with Adonai Mitchell? We did. Michael Hall, Braden Trace. I don't know here what we would do. This is a little bit now. See, this is where it gets real interesting with trying to find those spots for players and needs to fill needs with quality. Scheme fit. You have to really know what you're doing here. I can't take. You know what? I can't take him because I just don't know if he's not drafted this high. I think he's a 4th, 5th round guy. But I will take Mekhi Wingo at D tackle. He had a solid combine. His film is good. Let's just put it this way: LSU struggles were not totally on the front 4, front 7. It was the back. Right. Their back 4. Their secondary was not good.
Garbage.
Yeah, and this guy, and I know I saw him in the first game of the season. That guy was everywhere.
So let's see. We got the Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm. They took Adisa Isaac out of Penn State. Some people are gonna look sideways, like, why you ain't drafting him that
high? That's all right. They can look sideways. I'm thinking about positions in need, and then when I do the drafts, I think about the position in need, but I also think about beating what's in your division.
Okay.
And you already have Aiden Hutchinson's going to command a lot of attention. You got McNeil in the interiors along with DJ Reader. So a player like Isaac is quick twitch. So I mean, we ain't looking for him to. I'm not looking for him to be Aiden Hutchinson.
He doesn't have to be the lead guy. He can feed.
I'm looking for him to be the role player, right?
Yeah, he can feed off of what they're doing. I got
right. You. And in that same sense, this player here that I'm going with, Malachi Corley out of Western Kentucky.
Oh, you dirty, because I was thinking about that player.
Him along with St. Brown, their attitudes, I think those two will be a formidable duo.
Yeah, definitely. Baltimore got their big wide receiver. They need tackle. They need edge to address. And they need tackle, guard, edge, and safety. Because he's still on the board, I'm going with Cole Bishop, Utah. Even though I know that Texas Tech guy's still on the board too. But I'm gonna take Cole Bishop. He plays well, good secondary, strong defense in Utah. He did have a solid, didn't flash huge, but it was strong combine.
Yeah.
And he has good, decent film, good program at Utah. They play good defense. He was taught well, so that's why I was like, okay, Cole Bishop.
For the New England Patriots, might be a shock, but I've been hearing a lot of good about him, getting able to get him in and sitting behind a veteran. I'm gonna give him Spencer Rattler.
Oh, I almost took him at the last Patriots. When I had the Patriot pick, I almost went that high. I knew he would still be there. I had a feeling he'd still be there. It's like, yeah, he'll be there. Because that's why when I said, well, they'll get a quarterback a little later.
Right.
Take this now, he wouldn't be there. Yeah. So that leaves Miami. And Miami has addressed the offense and defensive line with a guard and a D tackle. They go secondary and they take Rakeshaw. Enos Rakeshaw, Missouri.
Not a bad draft for them.
Yeah, no, it ain't.
Let's see here. Off to the third round. Next time we do this, we might have to put a time on ourselves.
Yeah. That way we don't, because we're in an hour in the show, but we're doing good because we're in the third. So
yeah, we're doing good. This is the final round, ain't it?
Yeah, it's final round, and we went longer than this before, so we're doing all right.
Okay. Oh well, this to me is easy here.
Yeah.
This is an easy pick here for me. I'm going Ben Sinnott out of Kansas State.
Oh, tight end?
Tight end.
Yeah. Try to get a weapon. Hold on. For some reason, it's not allowing me to. Can you hear me?
It's probably moving slow.
Yeah, it is. It's moving a little slow. I'm just making sure. It's just this split screen is doing something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably because of something going on here. Y'all forgive us for our technical difficulties here, man.
Oh, yours ain't working?
Yeah, mine ain't working. Is yours working?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Hold on, because I'm going to have to come over here. Because we're froze actually on the camera. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, we're having technical difficulties here, as I see. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Continues to roll. We'll continue to finish up this third round. And we thank y'all for tapping in with us and continue. Make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. With that being said, the pick was on me with the Arizona Cardinals. Bro, you said that the Cardinals took Marvin Harrison Jr., Byron Murphy, and who they take? It was the third pick that they had.
Byron Murphy. Marvin Harrison and Kool-Aid.
Okay, and Kool-Aid. And they got their defensive tackle. They got their go to corner for me, please. Defense cornerback. They take Renardo Green, Florida State.
Renardo Green?
Yeah.
All right. Washington, Drake May, Jordan Morgan, Tyler Nubin. I'm going to give them Braylon Trice out of Washington. Edge out of Washington.
Yeah. That leaves with Chicago. Their list is they've taken Caleb Williams and they have Jared Verse. So they have the edge in their quarterback. All right. At this point, take me, let's see. I'm looking at Jalen Polk, wide receiver, Washington.
All right.
You got Ruka Rohoro, Aramaris Mims, and Xavier Worthy.
I'm going to give them, he's going to get one of his Michigan boys. I'm going to give him Blake Corum.
Blake Corum, running back, Michigan.
Blake Corum.
Okay. That leaves the Lions at number 70 now. Can you see the list again? Because they're having a solid draft here.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac Corley. Yeah, they got a wide receiver. They got an edge. Let's go. They addressed a lot of their secondary too, so they really don't need to reach yet. I wouldn't call it reaching, but just for the sake of words. Let's go take me to the defensive tackle board. They take Michael Hall Jr., Ohio State.
That's a good pickup for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good pickup.
Cardinals are back on the board.
Arizona. I'm giving them some more firepower on offense. I'm giving them Jonathan Brooks. He can sit behind James Conner, make sure he's healthy. And once he's over, they got a elite running back.
Elite level running back. The Jets are on the board. And they have taken so far Roman Dunzier. Took that wide receiver.
Rome.
This is Rome. Take me to the safety position. Give me the guy from Texas Tech. They go defense and they go the kid from Texas Tech. Yeah.
DTD.
Mm-hmm. The Lions once again.
Detroit Lions. I see who all they got. Moving slow now.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we get to cooking.
It does it. I think we go live. When we start going live, we get a little better.
Hopefully. I'm gonna go Bo Braid out of Maryland. Safety out of Maryland for the Lions.
All right. Now we go to the Falcons. I mean, they can go anywhere they want to go here. What do they got so far on the board? They went defense so far. So take me to the wide receivers.
Dallas Turner and Kamari Lassiter.
Yeah, take me to the wide receivers. They add a piece on the offensive front now. Give me Ricky Pearsall, Florida.
All right.
Cooking
Bears,
with gas.
Caleb Williams, Jared Verse, Jalen Polk. And I'm going to give them the center out of Georgia.
Ben Prime.
Cedric Van Pran Granger.
Yeah. He keep adding names.
He might have 30 names by draft. Yeah, he might have 30 names by draft day.
Yeah. You got Denver up next.
I think all they've taken is J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah. You traded Judy. Ooh. You go on and go offense here. Go wide receiver. I mean, you're going to see a run of what's left. It's still some solid guys left on the board, but especially for the third round. Give me...
You said wide receivers?
Yeah, you're in the right spot, wide receiver. Give me Roman Wilson, Michigan. Roman Wilson. No, stop. I'm going to throw a curveball here. Give me Malik Washington, Virginia. Yeah. I'm glad I stopped you. Malik Washington. I saw that name and I was like, oh, wait a minute. He is on the board. That's a solid guy, man. That's the guy I think is going to turn out to be a stud.
I was looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at him. So for the Las Vegas Raiders,
come
on now.
It is freezing.
Yeah, it's moving slow.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't got that many more picks to go.
Nah, we'll get through it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, with the third round, what you're getting, you can get.
I'm going Jordan Travis.
I would. Well, you probably could have got him in the 4th, because I think he'd still be there.
I probably could have. Mm-hmm. I probably could have, but it gives him a chance, just like it gives the running back that I drafted, Jordan, out of Texas. It gives him a chance. Heal up, sit behind Gardner Minshew. Next year, you still got Devontae Adams. You got weapons around you.
Yeah, he reunited with Trey Benson, so he's still handing off. Mm-hmm. All right, that goes back to Washington. Keep showing me Washington's list, who continues to have a great draft so far. With Drake May, Jordan Morgan, Tyler Nubin, Braylon Trice. So they're addressing all their needs. They have their safety, their edge, their tackle, and their quarterback. Everything else is just gravy here. Go to defensive backs, corners, please. They're going to continue to address the defense. Better yet, go to defensive tackle. We'll go to defensive. Give me Chris Braswell. That's what I'm looking at. That edge right there.
Chris Braswell?
Yeah, Chris Braswell.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
They've addressed edge. They've addressed corner, Dallas Turner. Yeah, they've addressed edge, corner, wide receiver with Pearsall, which was just a complimentary wide out anyway. Safety. Stay home. They are. They might as well read. Yep.
Javon Bullard.
Yep. Keep it in Georgia.
Javon Bullard. All right. You up with Cincinnati?
Yeah, and they took the ones who shocked in the draft by moving up and taking Neighbors.
That's
Malik all they Neighbors, had. Yep. And all the defensive tackles are off the best ones are off the board. So at this point, they're gonna take. This is where I'd say, dang, I ain't ready to do that yet. Because there's still some good guys on this board. But Leonard Taylor, Miami.
Leonard Taylor.
It was either gonna be him or Mason Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see who the.
I mean, if you're just talking about rotational piece, he can probably fit in that.
Right.
Jackson Powell Johnson. I'd say they still need help on the offensive line. You still got some linebackers out there too, though, because then they do need to continue to build.
That they do need linebackers.
Yeah, Cedric Gray.
I'm gonna give him. But I'm gonna go Trayvon Wallace.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Wallace out of Kentucky.
All right, that's the Colts. The Colts have taken Nate Wiggins, Xavier Leggett, and Chris Jenkins, which they. Safety. Take them to the tight end market, which is kind of slim here. They go for the athletic guy, Theo Johnson, Penn State. When he was the one that had some freakish performance at the combine a little bit for his size.
Who you pick?
Theo Johnson, Penn State.
All right. Everybody, I'm like, them niggas Wi-Fi suck.
Yeah, they gonna say that. It ain't all the Wi-Fi, man.
Let's see what I got at edge.
You know how that work, man. If it's raining in certain areas or anything, it'll affect everybody Wi-Fi.
Right. I'm gonna go Cedric Gray here for the Rams.
That's a good pick.
So you're up with Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, and they have taken. I know they took offensive line. Can you hit that list for me? J.C. Latham and Cooper Beebe.
Guard and tackle.
They've addressed that offensive line. Click that down there. Let's see, they need a corner and a receiver. Go to give me. Okay, they have what's the name at running back? Go to running back for me, please. I'm sorry, but they need a versatile weapon. Give me Will Shipley because somebody can be a weapon, but he can be versatile because he can run for him and he'd be able to be a pass catcher to give them more versatility offensively. Bucky Irving could have did it too, but I think he's a little bit smaller. You still got some good backs on that board.
And I'm taking one of them off the board now.
Yep, I knew it. I knew it because I just thought about it.
I'm going
Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen with.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a good pickup, man. Continuing to have a couple of difficulties here. I don't know. I know some people are gonna be like, your internet sucks, but something's going on. We'll just have to work through it, and I'll figure it out later. But the Texans are sitting on the clock.
Few more picks.
Few more picks to make it through. Can you go to what they have? They took Max Melton and they have Edgerrin Cooper on defense. They don't need wide receiver. They don't need where they're at, man. They can pretty much just load up on the defensive side of the ball. Go to the best available defensive player for them. You got Brandon Dorlus. I'm looking for Fitz now. You know what? Go one more time. Who do we draft for them? What's their draft pick so far? Real quick, just hit their list one more time because I think I know where I'm going to go here.
Max Melton and Edgerrin Cooper.
Okay, so they took their corner already, and Edgerrin Cooper at linebacker. Go to the offensive line, guard. I think that's where I'm gonna go. Yeah, Dominic. Right. No, Brandon Coleman, TCU.
Pooney.
Yeah. No, not Pooney.
All right.
Coleman. Mm-hmm.
I got Coleman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What have your Dallas Cowboys done?
Offensive line. They've addressed the offensive line. You can do it now, in my opinion. I know where I would. They can either go running back or they can go defensive line again.
Yeah.
That's what I see them doing. They do need a running back.
I'm gonna give them Bucky Irving out of Oregon.
Okay, Green Bay sitting there. They have their linebacker. They have their offensive tackle. They have Cooper Jean at safety. We're looking at guard here, offensive guard. Continue to address that offensive line. Just continue to build depth at this point. Yeah, guard. They take Dominic Paul, Kansas.
All right. Tampa Bay. Where are they going?
Chopping Cam Kitchens.
They're gonna take. I'm gonna give them Tanner Bortolini.
Oh yeah.
Center out of Wisconsin.
That's a good pickup. Mm-hmm. That's a good pickup. The Cardinals. I mean, you sitting there with Jonathan Brooks, Renardo Green. You got your two corners. You got Byron Murphy and you got Marvin Harrison Jr. So you got two corners, a wide receiver, a defensive tackle, and go to the edges. No, stay right there at the best available. Never mind. Stay at the best available. They take Brandon Dorlus.
Okay.
Yeah, take Brandon Dorlus.
Green Bay.
Continue to get better. Even though I know they wouldn't do it.
I tell you what, I'm gonna give them Mason Smith.
I like Green that pick. Mm-hmm.
Kenny was Clark going to be trenches free agent or released after the season. So yeah.
Yep.
Tampa Bay.
back with Tampa Bay. Go wide receiver. Go to the wide receivers for me, please.
All right.
Ooh. They take.
There you go.
They take. I'm wanting to say him, but I don't. I don't want to take him though, because I don't think they would take him. Give me Jalen McMillan. I'll go in the middle. I was battling between Roman Wilson and Tez Walker, but something about Tez just doesn't strike me. So give me Jalen McMillan. He's surefire. Made to be the slot.
All right.
You already got what's name is always what's he beat up a lot with Goodwin. Is it
Godwin?
Goodwin his name? Godwin, yeah. He gets beat up a lot. Godwin. Yeah, he gets beat up a lot.
Yeah. All right. The Ravens need offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot all about it. I'm gonna give them Kieran out of Yale. I think he's injured right now, but he'll be somebody that can kind of be a plug and play.
Okay. Yeah, that's where you're trying to look for like a swing line. San Fran. Yeah, San Fran. Yeah. They addressed Liam Barton on the line. Go to the defensive backs. Nope. Go to defensive backs. Go to defensive back corner.
Corner.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go.
Josh Newton, TCU. He had a good grade. TCU just bad. I mean, he had the beginning of the season, man. It was like he was going to be a first round guy.
I am going to give Kansas City. I think I'm going to give him Cade Stover.
Cade Stover.
6'3", 247.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm gonna give him to Sanders. Jatavion Sanders.
An athlete. Yeah, he's real athletic.
Athlete, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
all right, I got five more picks.
Okay. Jacksonville, who's their list so far? Yeah, I know they took Braden. I know I took Braden Fisk with one of them picks. It was like the second round pick, I believe. Terry and Arnold at corner, they go deep. So they got the defense. Go to the. Yeah, I couldn't see. Is that D tackle? Go to D tackle for me. Not D tackle. I'm sorry. I think O tackle is what I meant to say. Offensive tackle. Because we took the defensive tackle. Let me say offensive tackle. Man. We're running slow still.
All right, there you go. Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
A few more picks.
Yeah, give me Rose Garden. Roger Rose Garden, Washington.
All right.
Are these the Bengals on the clock?
I'm gonna go Blake Fisher.
Blake Fisher. Okay. Pittsburgh. Okay, they took Will Shipley as the last offensive weapon. Will Shipley, Cooper BP, J.C. Latham. Okay. Go down there to McKinley Jackson for me, please.
Say again, bro.
Hit McKinley Jackson. Look at his notes. Go to his notes for me. Thank you. Yeah. Give me McKinley Jackson.
All right. The LA Rams.
Cedric Gray, Bo Nix, Quinion Mitchell.
Get off of there. All right, so I'm gonna see if we can replace who we can replace Aaron Donald with.
You know, we never did. They didn't even did. Yeah, they addressed who they addressed. Who their first pick was? Who? I forgot. I got a little distracted.
Quinyon Mitchell.
It was Quinyon Mitchell. So they do got to address that defensive line.
I'm gonna give them Dwayne Carter from Duke.
Carter
in the final pick.
At the final pick, go to their.
You got the final pick.
Okay, with the final pick in the 3rd round, they took Drake May, Jordan Morgan, Tyler Nubin, Braylon Trice, and Chris Braswell. Go to the wide receivers for me, please. That's where I'm going. Even though I know they have weapons. Draft Roman Wilson. Actually, no. Go to tight end.
Roman.
Tight end.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And I'm going to stick with tight end.
Ooh.
All right. Give me Jared Wiley, TCU.
All right.
And that concludes
full results.
3-round mock draft. And we like to thank everybody. Please forgive us for the technical difficulties. We dropped in and out. I'm going to be spending some time editing and try to get it the best that I can, man. But we please thank everyone for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you tune in to D's Corner, where he'll touch and he'll have his mock draft Mondays. We'll be able to touch on it. He'll give you a lot more in-depth information. Be on the lookout for mock draft Mondays. Be on the lookout for no nonsense. It'll be interactive for your FSU fans. I may touch on some college stuff too. We really appreciate everyone for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe once again. That's free. We appreciate you. And peace out.